Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I know the last 2 weeks I really haven't posted anything. Last week I tried. It was my initial reaction to losing to the Cardinals. I blew up. I was screaming, yelling, all 9 yards, just mad at the outcome of last week. It was just embarrassing that we let up and we let them take the win at the very end. I was screaming at my phone. Come to find out after I uploaded the whole thing, apparently because my phone was plugged in to my car, it didn't get any of my audio, so it was basically a waste, so I deleted that. So this week I'm back. Unfortunately, under the same circumstances, not really happy at all. I'm not going to scream and yell because I'm sure you guys don't want to hear that, but I will go over some of my frustrations because honestly, it's ridiculous at this point that this is what we have to talk about. So here we go. Yesterday at 1 o'clock, the Bills and the Miami Dolphins did face off. I had the Dolphins losing this game in my head already due to how we've been playing. But that ending was probably the most heartbreaking ending, most Miami Dolphins ending ever. Okay? First of all, there's a few guys that I do want to point out that I'm getting tired of seeing on that football field. Okay? I'm going to start off, it's mainly on the defensive side. Okay. Offensive side, I'm going to jump on here and say one person needs to step it up and stop being the reason why we keep having problems. And that's going to be Raheem Mostert. All right. Raheem Mostert is one of the best running backs we've ever had in the Miami Dolphins organization. Besides like Ricky Williams and some of those like older ones back in the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years. He's one of the top ones. Like wow, that's a guy that he really knows how to freaking go. Unfortunately, he's had the dropsies the last 2 weeks. One of my dropsies is he fumbled twice. Okay. Now, there's not the fact. I mean, okay, you fumble, whatever it is, what it is. But when you fumble at the most significant times, I want to tear my hair out. We were up in the first half. We actually went to the half 10-6. We come back, we get the ball, we have a chance to go up 2 scores, and make it really our game to lose, really go and put the pressure on the Bills. And Raheem Mostert fumbles the ball, and what happens is what happened. They had a good field position. They ended up scoring a touchdown, and they come back, and luckily they went for 2 and they missed it. So we ended up only being down by 2. We did come back, hit a field goal the next drive, which was okay. We're up 13-12. And then we even had a point where we actually got up to, 17. Yeah, it was 17-13 or something like that, or 17-12. We let them score a touchdown, which, thanks to a few different things, they got it. Made it 20-20. It was fine. We were all 20-20 at one point. Once we hit our field goal, caught up. Now, this is where the game really started. There's 12 minutes left. 20-20 score. It's anybody's ball game. And, we allow the Bills to keep the ball through multiple issues on defense. Whether it's... They hit up 2 scores, or 2 attempts, and to get a 61-yard catch and run by Ray Davis. The biggest thing that I take from that run is I'm tired of seeing Marcus May, okay? That's on the defense side. I'm starting to go over the defense side now. Marcus May has single-handedly ruined our chances to win 2 weeks in a row. He has not benefited this team. He has negatively impacted this team 2 weeks in a row. What do I mean by that? Go back to last week when we played Kyler Murray, and he was the only person that could stop him and was dead to rights to just get him down. And he would have had a 4th down. They probably would have kicked a field goal, or they would have punted away. Or I don't even remember where the freaking field position was. But it would have been a whole different ballgame at that point. Okay? But no, Marcus May whiffs the tackle, shocking. And Kyler Murray runs it for a 1st down, and they end up getting the field goal and kicks it. They win by 1. This week, that failure of a tackle for Ray Davis was unacceptable. I don't even know if we can call that an attempt. He didn't even try. Like, I'm tired of seeing the effort. If you're not going to put the effort in, get off the team. Goodbye. See you. Sayonara. Have fun. Okay, and I was one of the ones that liked Marcus May coming onto the team. I thought, he could bring some experience, some veteran experience. He's been very good for most of his career. If I'm not mistaken, he was, I think, the Patriots at one point. He was pretty good, But he's never really come and actually done anything for us at this point. So far, 2 weeks in a row, he's been a negatively impacted player. Okay? Now, another thing I want to say is when we got to the end of that game, okay, and Josh Allen was to a 3rd and 14. Unfortunately, Chop Robinson just, got a little antsy. I can't hit on Chop. You got a half a sack, which is great. Good job getting your first sack of your career. Secondly, he had so many pressures yesterday. He was constantly getting in the backfield. You cannot say anything wrong about Chop. Chop's been doing it to the max for himself. For a rookie, he's trying. Okay, he's getting a lot of holds, a lot of issues, but he's falling down. But eventually he will get to those quarterbacks. And once he starts doing that consistently, good luck. But he got a little antsy. He jumped the line. They got a 5-yard penalty, whatever. The next play, this is where I got annoyed, okay? Jordan freaking Poyer, okay, off my team. I was excited at first getting you on my team. I was like, oh, we're going to have a secret weapon for the Bills game. He's going to know how Josh Allen thinks. He's going to get an interception on him. Oh, my God, this guy's a beast. Bro, he sucks. Sucks. And I know I'm no better. I'm a fat blob. But you know what? No one said I'm an athlete. This guy claims to be a good athlete. He can't do nothing. He ruined our game again. This time, he decides to not, he decided to leave his head. I don't know why he let his head. And he freaking got a roughing call on him to get him 5 yards. And a first down. Or 15 yards and a first down. Keep in mind, they kicked a 61 field goal to win. At 15 to 61, what you got? 76? No one's kicking a 76-yard field goal. Okay? But unfortunately, due to the spy we have, Poyer, there's no way. Like, how'd you not know to lower your head? Come on, bro. Like 6 inches lower, and we would have been fine. And we would actually got to a 4th down. They'd have punted to us. We probably could have made it down the field, got a field goal, or win overtime. Like, that would have been it. We could have possibly beat the Bills for the first time in 8 years in their house. It frustrates me even thinking about that. Now, it's not all on him, okay, because what I'm about to say even makes more sense to myself. And anybody that says that, this is a bad idea, I don't know what's wrong with you. We had 2 timeouts, okay? It's a 61-yard field goal. 5 seconds left. We're tied up. McDaniel. Y'all see this all the time, okay? The kicker goes up, they kick it, but the timeout's called, rise to go to kick. And even if it hits, it don't count, right? We've done that. It's happened so many times, right? Imagine if we would have called a timeout as he went to kick that 61-yarder. He would have hit that shit. Excuse my language. And it didn't even count. He had to go for a second try. He wasn't going to hit it on the second try. Why did we not ice the kicker? McDaniel, that's on you. Okay? It's frustrating because it's like we went toe-to-toe with Bills, okay? And all we keep hearing in the freaking media is, oh my God, Josh was off his game, and oh this. But why was Josh Allen off his game? Put the respect a little bit, okay? The Dolphins had a good game plan. Surprisingly enough, they had a really good game plan. And we executed it pretty well, besides the few little freaking flaws at the end to cause us to lose. But you can't say that Josh Allen just was off his game. That doesn't even make sense, okay? He still threw for 3 touchdowns, which one of those was extremely lucky. And on top of that, he still had like 250-something yards, 260-something yards, and everything. He was doing fine. He was at 100 passer rating. It's fine. He didn't do that bad, okay? We just had a better game plan. Unfortunately, we couldn't win because of idiots like Poyer. All right? So, even if we would have, not allowed him to get that 7 yards, 68 yards, he wouldn't have hit that either. So, maybe with that kick. I don't know how that guy kicked like that, but congratulations to Bass. Congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. At the end of the day, their organization's a lot better than ours right now. They're actually looking pretty solid. It hurts to say that, but, it is what it is. They have this division on lock. Once again, sadly, due to injury to Tua over the last few weeks and those first few weeks of the season. But, I don't know if they're going to do anything with it. I mean, they usually get to the playoffs and then they choke and they fall apart. So we'll see what happens with the Bills this year. But at the end of the day, they did beat us. What I don't like is the mafia that wants to come out and act like jerks. The ones that are humble, the ones that are cool, thank you for not being an a-hole. Just because you win doesn't mean you destroyed us and we're trash and squish the fish and whatever else y'all want to talk out your ass for. I get tired of it, to be honest. I mean, I get there's trash talk and, your team's trash, little stuff, but it's getting to a point where it's getting overheard. Like, I'm tired of it. I really am. The Tua trash stuff there he talks about. People are actually blaming Tua for this loss. Unfortunately, I don't know if people are just blind as hell or they just have this super agenda. I don't know what people don't like about this kid. He hasn't done a single thing wrong in his life, okay? But these guys all have this hate for this guy. I don't understand. I'll go on that rant in a second, but, Tua was not even close to an issue. He played one of the most efficient, the most positive, well-rounded game he's probably ever played against the Bills yesterday. He put us in position to win. He once again dove headfirst on a run. I don't like that, but at the end of the day, McDaniel's play calling is what caused that to even happen once again. I think what I said in the last video when he got hurt was, Tua's been put in these positions by McDaniel where he's having to be Superman, which is unfair to the kid. Everybody's like, oh, why did he dive head first in that second week? Why do you think? The game's on the line. It's third quarter, right? You're down like 2-3 scores. You want to come back. You want to get in the game. You're on a third down. You're trying to get that first down so that way you guys can keep the drive alive and get a touchdown. He's putting everything on his freaking shoulders because the coach doesn't know how to put anything downfield. What do I mean by that? Yesterday, when that play happened where he ran and he rushed forward for the 4 yards or so we got and got the first down. Look at the play call before that. He doesn't ever throw anything downfield. When it comes to third downs, we try to do screens and throws to the side. Why? Throw it in the middle slant. Throw it out, break an out route. Something. Don't be doing these stupid screens and all that. You threw one to freaking, what was it, Jonnu Smith or something for like a yard? Really? To the left yard line, to the left sideline? For what? That was never going anywhere. It took so long for the ball to even get in the air. That was a terrible, terrible play call. I don't know what these coaches are doing. Okay? And it happens like all the time. I'm tired of seeing the ball being thrown behind the line. Stop throwing behind the line. Stop throwing sideline passes. You know why we were so good last year? It's because everything we threw was like 20 yards down the field or more. We were the most deep throwing team in the league, and we went away from it, and now we're playing this conservative Chargers-like bullshit. And we wonder why we have a Chargers-like fucking, excuse my language, a Chargers-like record. It's because we're not playing like we were last year. There was nothing wrong with what we did last year. 11-6? Bro, what? Why would you even change? People figured you out. No! You went away from what was working and you're doing all this weird stuff. You're trying to overthink the process. You're worried about media and, oh, they're the breakdancers. And I don't give a damn for breakdancers. We were in the playoffs. We almost won our division. I don't care if y'all call me breakdancers. Guess what? I'll freaking stomp and spin all over your ass. Like, what? Stomp the yard on y'all's sorry asses. Like, come on now. Like, what is this? This play calling is horrific most times. I mean, yesterday was okay. I will say it's okay. There's only a few plays where I could be like, okay, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? What happened here? Where was that supposed to go? And I'm sitting there like, what the hell? But, most of the times we lose, it's not Tua, it's not Tyreek, it's not Raheem Mostert, it's not even a defense, it's the coaching. And it sucks because it's like we have the pieces, we have the chance, the opportunity, and we just blow it every single time. You know, and it's a GM for not being prepared for the season, right? All off season, what do we say? We need a backup QB. We need a backup QB. We need a backup QB. In case, just in case, Tua decides to get hurt somehow, some way. What happens? Second week in, he's out with concussion, out 4 games. Now, also, let's keep in mind, that got blown out of this world, okay? If I see Chris Olave back on the field in 2 weeks, I'm done with this stupid organization. This concussion BS that we keep dealing with, I'm tired of it. He has 3 concussions that we know of in the last 5 years, okay? Chris Olave has 3 concussions in the last year and a half. And he had one that was undocumented, and then he had some in college. And y'all are still saying, oh, he'll be back in like 2 weeks. If he's back out in that field in 2 weeks, I don't want to hear again, ever in anybody's mouth, that Tua needs to freaking go out and retire. That was all a PR move, and we lost all those games because they didn't want to freaking make everybody a little mad or whatever. They didn't want to piss people off and keep them on the field after a game or 2 away. He did not have to go on IR and be out for 4 weeks. The dude was on a plane to play the Seahawks like a week after the injury. Okay? He was fine. He could have been out there after 2 weeks. He should have took 2 weeks off, got his head right, and came back. And we would have been, 4-3? Going into the game yesterday, be 4-4 right now? Be in a hunt, really close, one off of the top 7? But no, we decided, let's play PR freaking friendliness, and let's hold this guy out, and all these idiots out here, make sure he doesn't die. Shut up. You're not a doctor. You aren't. The doctors all said he was fine. He didn't even have any symptoms after that concussion. Have you ever been knocked out before? You don't have to have a concussion to be on the field like that. I think he just got knocked out. I don't think he had a big old concussion that everybody's talking about. I don't care if he throws up gang signs, fucking does a backflip. I don't care. It looked like he was getting himself back up from getting knocked out like a damn pro fighter gets knocked out every single time he goes and fights in the damn ring. It did not look like he couldn't stand up. He wasn't on a stretcher. He walked off the field good. He was in the locker room all waiting on his buddies. Hey, you guys good? Giving high fives, checking on him. That doesn't sound like somebody's over here dying, throwing up, head hurts. No, he's in there just chilling, waiting because he got taken out because everybody's worried about it because of his history. But even if that's the case, 1 or 2 games would have been fine. 5 weeks because we had a bye week and all this other crap they had to pull out. We lost so many games because we couldn't have our guy. When we should have had him after the bye week. He should have been back week 7. Not week 8. He should have been back week 7, maybe even week 6 or week 5. 2-3 games was all he needed. Max. Y'all need to figure this out. Y'all gave us all these hopes for this season, and now y'all gonna crap the bed because y'all mad. Y'all here playing around with this guy, wasting his time, wasting our time. The season's not over. Everybody that wants to tank, goodbye. Leave the organization. I don't care if we get a 5th pick or a 20th pick. It don't fucking matter. Everybody in the first round is okay at football. I'm not worried about being in the top 5. There's going to be quarterbacks that are serviceable and decent in the top 20 that we can get even if we're half middle of the pack. We don't even need to be a top 5 pick. Is that quarterback you want to get so bad is not going to play at least another year or 2 until Tua is out of this team. And that's if the other guy even shows any kind of effort and even does well inside of all the trainings and practices. So I don't want to hear let's tank for 4th or 3rd or 5th or what. I don't care about that. We have weapons. We have a quarterback. We need another quarterback, but that's just somebody to go in the back and learn from him and figure out, hey, can we find somebody behind Tua that can, when Tua does get hurt, come in and be a baller? Right? Do I want a Shedeur Sanders? Do I want a Cam Moore? Do I want those? Yeah, absolutely. But I know there's a Jackson Darts out there. You got, depending on the guy even comes in, there's going to be that one guy, Nussmeier or whatever, he might come in. Like, there's going to be options. Okay, not everybody's going to go quarterback first 10 picks. A lot of people are going to go O-line. A lot of people are going to go defensive line. Some people are going to go wide receiver. Some people are going to go tight end. I don't know. Just every team picks something different. There's going to be quarterbacks that are serviceable in that spot. So what I want to do is, if we could take a quarterback in the first round, that's great. But this is what I'm trying to get at. This season's not over. Okay, today's the deadline for the trade deadline. All we need is a pass rusher and a safety. If we get those two things, we can win the rest of these games out and go 11-6. But I don't even think we'll do that. We might go 9-6. And you know what? At this time, I think 9-6 is a seventh spot for playoffs. I honestly think nine wins will get you playoffs. So if we get 7 wins out of the next 9, we can get into the playoffs most likely. I don't think 10's a call. I think 9, with the way these teams are right now. AFC's a little weird. So I'm not counting my Dolphins out at all. If they win 7, if they go 7-2 the next 9 games, they can go to the playoffs. Now, the way they do that is they get them a pass rusher. There's a few out there, okay? A Smith from the Panthers. You can go get Clowney. Clowney's already been in Baltimore's defense, which is what, who's our defensive coordinator? Boom, Anthony Weaver. They already have a system with each other, right? Or if you want to go get the guy from the Giants and have the future, I don't care what you do. Go get you a pass rusher. All right? Next, get Marcus May off that field. Marcus May has cost you so much. Go get you I guess you can't get Justin Simmons no more because he went off the board. Y'all could have had him weeks ago. I don't know what this team is doing. Like, y'all worried about our cap? I'm not worried about our cap. Y'all are capping when you say y'all are going to win shit. I don't care about no cap. The cap goes up every year. There's ways to structure. There's ways to change people's guarantees. Way to move things around. And we can keep most of this team intact for years to come. So, at this point, I just want to get us back in the running. We're not sellers. I don't want to sell a single piece of what we have. Unless it's going to be the guys that are shitting us, making us lose. You want to give away a Julian Hill? Give him away. Please. Please give him away. Don't give away a Calais Campbell. We need Calais Campbell next year. I want Calais Campbell on this team until he retires. That's what I want. I want Sealer to come back and stop with his eye. Put a fucking eye patch on or something. Like, this is embarrassing. Like, we lost for no reason the last few weeks. And if we had Sealer, I think we won the last 2 weeks, to be honest with you. If we had the other lineman that could do what Calais Campbell can do, we would have had that. We would have won both games. So it really sucks that he couldn't play. But this team, man, win, lose, or draw, I'm a Dolphins fan for life. As much as it sucks sometimes, and it drives me nuts that we can't get together. The last thing I want to touch on real quick is, if I was a defensive coordinator, I don't know what you got to do with this team. I don't know if you got to go get like a sled or some kind of thing to put it on, but get one of those maybe get like a 4-wheeler or something, attach it, and put something on there for them to tackle and just move around the field, make them tackle it. I don't care if they get hurt in practice. You know what? If you can't make it through practice like that, you can make it in the game. I'm getting tired of these missed tackles. Week after week after week. This team is the worst tackling team in the NFL. I promise you. I don't understand how they get juked out so much. I don't know why it takes 4 or 5 guys to bring down one freaking dude. James Cook took like 5 dudes with him on one of those runs yesterday. I'm like, James Cook probably leg presses like 250, and y'all are all 300 pounds each. Why does it take 4 of you to knock him down? Makes no sense to me. They need to get in the weight room. They need to get better at tackling. Like, there's something wrong with that. Like, there has to be a change. Whatever you got to do. Like, they have to learn how to tackle. It's ridiculous at this point. Like, it's just, it's so bad. Marcus May whiffed on freaking Kyler Murray last week, and it was just pitiful. And this week, he whiffed on Ray Davis, and it was even worse. Like, what is so wrong? Why? Anyways, these are my frustrations I deal with. But at the end of the day, we still have a chance. We still can come back. We might have to go the opposite of what we usually do. We usually go great in the first half and suck in the end. But you know what? We might have had some injuries in the beginning, but things are starting to turn around. If Steeler comes back next week, we get Bradley Chubb in the next few weeks. We get, River Craycraft back. We get a piece or two in the defense, and start getting some things gelling over there. We can easily go and have a 7-2 ending. If we can go 9-8, I will shake everything off of this. I don't give a shit. All we have to do is try to make those playoffs. Once we get the playoffs, I don't care about the season. I don't care if we have to go away for a freaking playoff game. Who cares? Yeah, of course I want it home. But as long as we make it to the postseason, then that's all that matters to me. Go 9-8. Go get that last seed. And then go win you a first playoff game in 24 years, dude. We can still do it. It's all on the table. But it's all for these guys to take. We need Tua to do what he's been doing. We need him to come back like that first week where he went to Jacksonville, and in that half, he went in that locker room and he pumped everybody up. He called everybody out. We need that. We need that again. We need that to come back out of him. We need this defense to show up, and the rest is history. We play a 27 game. If we can score 27 points a game like we did the last 2 weeks, and our defense can do anything to keep guys at least in the 15s, 20s, low 20 max, we'll win. So there's still hope, guys. As you can see, I get very emotional, but this is a team that I've been watching since I was a kid, and unfortunately most of my life has been hell, just like most of you guys, and I'm just tired of it. This team, it makes no sense to me. Miami is a destination for the whole world. Everybody wants to go to Miami. Everybody wants to go see it. Everybody wants to experience the night in Miami. Everybody loves the idea of Miami, the hot summer days, the beaches, the hot things, the everything, whatever. But we can't get a decent team out of here. We can't. Tampa's a crack addict part of Florida, and y'all over here got them a damn Super Bowl. Jacksonville is the gangster side. You got, your drug stuff over there. I don't care about them winning. But you got down there in Miami, Florida, where it's, party city. Everybody wants to go to this destination. It's beautiful. It's sunny. When you think of Miami, you think of like a great place to go. You don't think we should be able to represent the city that you're in? You got freezing cold Buffalo out here representing like they the number one city in the world, and that place is hell, just like every part of New York. I don't care if you're in New York. I'm sorry for you. I will never go to that stupid ass state in my life. Okay? I will keep my money in my pocket. I will keep knives and guns out of my body, and we will be okay. Okay? But yeah, it's like, it's just frustrating. We have all the pieces and all the parts. We just need to get together. Fins up, guys. What do you guys think will be our final projections? I'm projecting this team to be 9-8. I hope that's what happens. We can even be better. If we let's do a realistic thing here. Okay, this next game we go against the Rams. Puka Nacua, he's already hurt. Then he got ejected. He might play next week, but if he does, will he be 100%? Cooper Kupp, whatever. But if we play like we did yesterday against the Rams, we should win. We beat the Rams, boom. We go to the Raiders, beat the Raiders, boom. And I think we can face the Packers, I believe, is next. If we beat the Packers, which we definitely can, we were whooping their butt last time we placed them on last two Thanksgivings ago, whatever we had. I think it was, or Christmas, or what day it was. One of the holidays we faced them. We were beating them in the first half. Then Tua had like a huge concussion, threw 5 interceptions, and that game went to crap. But that first half, we were destroying them. Tua was fine. Everything was healthy. Everything was good. But guess what? He got hurt. Sally, everything else. From there, we lost. But this year, we can beat them. We can beat them. Okay? If we could beat Rams, we could beat Green Bay. We beat the Raiders. That's a 3-game win streak. That puts us at 5-6. okay, with 7 more games to go. After that, I think we play the Patriots. We can win that. Play the Jets. We always beat them. We should still have their number, even though they have a great team now. We still have a really good team too. We usually beat them. If we beat them twice, we beat the Patriots. That's 3. That'd be 6 more wins. We play the Browns. The Browns aren't what they used to be because they lost. I mean, let's be honest with you. Deshaun Watson wasn't it anyways. So, we can easily win. We can easily win that 7 out of the next 9 games. Texans, they got their injury bug that's going on. We don't know what it's going to be with Nico Collins, and when he comes back, will he be 100%? Tank Dell can't do it all by himself. The loss of Stephon Diggs was huge. We still deal with Mixon. That's the only biggest problem that I think we'll have is trying to keep Mixon contained. But we've been doing good at the run recently, so if we can just get that back in figured out, we'll be all right. We have a chance. It's just we have to see how it goes. We need this team to pick it up. We need that defense to show up. Fins up. I'm sorry this went on for like 30 minutes. 31 minutes. Frustrations. But at the end of the day, we can make this season at least redeemable. We need Tua to play with like he's been playing. We need that defense to show up, and we need McDaniel to actually know how to play call. Keep the run, keep everything running with that. I honestly think that we should trade Raheem Mostert. As much as I like Raheem Mostert, he's been a great piece for us. But I think we have our future. We have Jalen Wright. We have Devon Achane. Devon Achane and Jalen Wright can both, suffice for what we need. We also have Jeff Wilson. You can either trade Jeff Wilson or Raheem Mostert. Get you guys, get one of those guys out of here. And you want to keep Raheem. He needs to be kept holding that ball a little bit longer, a little bit stronger. That's about it. Fins up, guys. I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent. Sorry last week didn't work out the way it's supposed to. And we'll see you later. Like, subscribe. Enjoy your day, guys. Fins up.